Okay, so the simplest way to handle this question is just to recognize that we have a line and we can get back to basics and think in terms of normal linear equations, right? So what's our normal linear equation? Y equals mx plus b. So this is a number 2. It's supposed to be a relatively easy question, so the graph should kind of match up with our expectations. So what is the y-intercept of this line? Well, it's 0. So my b is 0. My m is actually my x, so I have to put that there. It's kind of annoying, but they do that a lot. And my y is actually my d, so what I need right now to complete this equation is the actual m that I would normally think of as the slope. So how do we find the slope? Well, slope is rise over run. So we can take any 2 points on this line and just how much do we go up, how much do we go over? So we go up 2 and then we go over 1. So my slope is 2 over 1, which we would simplify this entire thing to just d is equal to 2m, which is the answer. So that is absolutely easy and something that you should know how to do. However, I know why you might be nervous doing that on a question like this. We've seen this in other tests and other places. The SAT really likes to mess with lines when they have a story. They'll mess with the scale, they'll mess with the letters, they'll do all sorts of things to make it look less familiar to you. And so there is another strategy that we could use here if we were feeling nervous and just wanted to put our mind at ease. We could also plug points into equations, right? Because our answer choices are equations. So I would want to ask myself, do I have any points that I could plug into those equations? And that's what a graph is. It's a collection of points. So I can just pick one and test it out, right? So let's pick one of the ones that I was using before, 1, 2, right? So 1, 2, m is going to be the 1 and d is going to be the 2. So we can plug that in and see what equations fit that point, right? So a does fit that. 2 is equal to 2 times 1. Check. B does not fit that, right? 2 is equal to 1/2 of 1. No, half of 1 is half. Doesn't work. C, 2 is equal to 1 plus 2. No, that's not true either. 2 is equal to 3. No, that doesn't work. 2 is equal to 2. And then lastly, D, 2 is equal to 2 times 1 plus 2. Well, we can hopefully see that that's wrong, but again, we have a bad result. So I don't think that this way takes much more time or effort, but it would prevent us from making a common mistake, and it's because the SAT loves to mess with the scale on a graph. They didn't do that here. Here the scale is as we would expect, but I want you to remember that. They mess with the scale a lot because they know that you're not in the habit of always checking it, and sometimes the boxes, even when we count them, they don't mean the same thing. A rise of one box and a run of one box might not be the same. So we have to take that into account when we calculate our slope. So plugging the point into the equations is one way of avoiding that trap entirely. I think it's a good strategy to keep in mind, even if you don't end up actually using it on this easier question.